actually on the right track if you've been feeling intimidated, because if you start and you're 100% confident, then there's a problem with you.
Hi friend, welcome back to another episode of our series Bloom. Bloom is all about women sharing their stories on how they are growing and evolving in different areas of their health. Today's episode is all about physical health, and our guest today is a fitness enthusiast. I've known her for over 6 years and I've watched her journey from where she started up until this point. So I'm really excited. But before we get into this episode, if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Hi Faith.
Hi Nadine.
I love the attitude. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah, it's a happy day. I'm
You
glad
sure?
we're doing this again.
Yeah, that's true. Story.
There's a funny backstory, but yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, how has your day been so far?
I think what's the time right now? 11:21 a.m.
Yeah.
I woke up in the morning, and I haven't been to the gym this morning, but I'm going to go later in the evening. So I was like, I had to be
serious
at
gym
10
girl.
a.m.
Yeah.
and it's really been so great, and I've been excited because I was like, I'm coming to see Nazim, so it's been a great day.
I'm happy you're here.
What about yours?
My day has been good. I think Saturdays are a very slow day for me. I wake up late and then I drag my feet.
Wait, I went by 9 a.m. You're like,
Today was different because I had a call back home. So.
Oh, all right, nice.
What's the first thing you do every morning, whether it's on a weekend or on a weekday?
The first thing I do every morning is I do not touch my phone. I've been trying to sway away from that very bad habit of touching my phone the first thing I wake up. So right now, I've been cultivating this habit of like giving myself a 10-minute span. So when I wake up, I just give myself a 10-minute span to meditate and just to pray, or probably thank God for the new day. Then after like 10 or 20 minutes, I probably like touch my phone. But then sometimes it depends. Maybe when I wake up extremely late and I have to rush for work.
Yeah, what time is it? I have to go now. Okay.
Yeah, so it really varies. I think it depends on the mood, the circumstances surrounding that day. But I just ensure that in the morning, I just try to thank God for the new day.
Yeah. So it's no surprise that you are a fitness enthusiast. In fact, right now you're in gym clothing and it looks amazing. What is your go-to song when you're at the gym?
Dansa Kuduro. Anyways, I think my go-to song is, I love this song. It's called Dansa Kuduro.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it just puts me in the vibe, especially when I'm walking to the gym. When it's playing, I just start dancing. I'm like, okay, I'm already in the mood for the gym. Yeah, so Dansa Kuduro.
When the song is playing, do you feel like lifting or you feel like doing cardio?
Running. I feel like jogging.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because it has. Anyways, when you listen to the song, you understand what I'm talking about. When it's playing, I think, because when I go to the gym, I always like start with cardio, probably just to get to wake my body up. Yeah. So I probably start with like a 5 minutes jog or a 5 minutes walk. Yeah. And I feel like when I start the song, I just get into the mood of jogging.
Yeah, it gets you going.
Gets me going. Before I switch into other songs.
What is Faith doing right now? Right, you just mentioned you're either going to work or to school. What are you doing now? But what did you want to be as a kid growing up?
Okay, so right now I'm a master's student at ASU. I'm doing a master's in artificial intelligence in business, and I'm graduating like in 2 weeks' time.
Congratulations!
Thank you. So I'm a student, and I'm also working part-time as an AI acceleration analyst.
Okay.
Big talk. It's not that deep. So I work as an AI acceleration analyst with the AI acceleration team at ASU. Okay. And my career path has changed tremendously, because when I was a kid, I had many things in mind. I wanted to be religious. I wanted to go to the convent. At some point, I wanted to be a diplomat, but life comes at you so fast. Yeah. Yeah, and right now I'm into AI. Yeah. So
I think the way you said, life comes at you fast. Things change. As you grow, you change and you evolve. I think it's a good way for us to go into your fitness journey.
Exactly.
Today, that's what we'll be talking about, your fitness journey, because I think you're one of the people that inspires me the most when it comes to fitness. Like, I see a gym video and immediately I'm forwarding it to you on Instagram.
See, that's like, Nadine, when I see a video from Nadine, I know it's about the gym. It's maybe, there's a comment,
Yeah, because everything about the gym, fitness, working out just reminds me of Faith. So when you see Faith, fitness.
Oh my God, that's so nice.
So I think you started working out in late 2019, early 2020, right?
Yeah. Please, I've known Nadine for like 6 years now.
Yeah,
I think she has seen me grow.
Yeah,
since
we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
And when you started working out, I want to know what it was that just made Faith decide, this is what I'm going to do moving forward. How did you feel about yourself prior to starting, and what made you start working out?
Funny enough, prior to 2019, I'd really not been someone who loved sports. Like, even when I was in high school, you would never catch me at the field doing any kind of sport. And I remember my grandma always be like, "Oh, Faith, won't you like go walk around the field? Won't you go run?" I'm like, no. So when I left Cameroon in 2019, and I went to Ghana to do my bachelor's at Ashesi University, I realized that I was getting so weak. I think I was not like prioritizing healthy practices. I wasn't probably following a healthy diet, and that had a big toll on me because physically I wasn't strong, and I just had some comments here and there about probably trying to like get him to work out. You understand? So in 2019, I remember very well, I think it was December of 2019, I woke up one day and I said, I am going to work out. I'm going to probably go to the gym. So I remember we were at the University of Ghana, went for the December break. So I went to the gym over there and it was closed. So I decided to come back to the room. I have a video of me. I'll share the video with you. That was my first workout video, working out in the room. I was wearing like a nightwear, trying to do sit-ups. I don't understand what I was doing. And when I did it for the first time, that was like in December. I started working out at home. Then COVID hit. When COVID hit, now I stopped working out for some time. But then when I started working out again after like during COVID, at some point I realized that I gained so much energy. I felt so much better after working out, and since then I was like, this makes me feel better. This makes me feel very active, and I was like, I'm going to continue working out from there. So I think working out as well has really I've gained so much from like staying active. I've gained so much energy, so much confidence, as well as community.
You walk into a room and like the energy is up. And now I see you dancing a lot. But I'm curious, what was it that kept you going, right? Because we're entering summer and everybody wants the summer body, but a lot of us that started working out in January stopped in like on February 1st. So what was it?
That was very specific. February 1st.
What was it that kept you consistent?
Like till date, right? I've really never had an answer to what really keeps me very consistent with the gym, but I think other gym rats will understand. Like when you start and when you fall in love with the process, you wouldn't even want to stop. And lately I saw something online. Somebody said she kind of like gamifies. Like what keeps her consistent is that she gamifies her workouts. Like, you know, when you're playing a game, you don't want to fail. So if you fail, you have to start from scratch. So what keeps her is like since she has taken workouts as a game, she doesn't want to fail, and that's what keeps her going. But I think for me, what keeps me consistent is like probably the progress I've seen and how the changes I've seen over time when it comes to my energy, when it comes to my confidence, when it comes to how I approach life, when it comes to how I approach people, and the impact that I've seen through like my fitness journey. So when I think about that and seeing how, like, because working out is I think it's a positive addiction, and when I think about how great working out has been on my life, that really pushes me just to keep going, because I'm like, if I stop now, then I haven't really stood up for myself or probably done something for myself. So I think that's what like that's really what keeps me going.
Just that sense of I've come too far
to stop now. To stop at this point, and how it also makes me feel so good. Yeah.
Tell me more about how you feel. We're in May, and May is Mental Health Month, and I know a lot of people in my circle. One of the things that gets them into working out is maybe when they're struggling with something in their life, and once they start working out, they start to see an improvement. Has that been the case for you? How has working out affected other areas of your life, like your mental health, your spiritual health?
Nadine, I think I was talking to my roommate the other time, and she was asking me that, we have the same program. Like, where do you get the energy to go to the gym? Like, we go to work at the same time, we go to class, we come at the same time, but I'm going to the gym. And the response I gave her was, working out gives me energy. Like, I take the energy from working out, and I don't know how that works, because I feel like when I'm stressed and I'm having like might be anxiety from an upcoming exam, or probably something is coming up, I just feel so much better when I work out. And I feel like when I work out, it relieves the stress for me, and it kind of like makes me think clearer, better. Yeah, and working out has kind of like it has really strengthened my mental strength and my emotional strength so much. So for me, since May is like the Mental Health Awareness Month, it's really been, working out has really helped me so much, like with my mental health. For me, I go to the gym for like my mental, not that I'm like depressed or whatever.
Right.
Like,
so it helps you reset. On a tough day, it helps you start your day in a good mood. Like you said, you have so much energy.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like once I've not worked out for that particular day, I just feel so terrible. So when I work out, I feel way better afterwards. So it really helps me with my mental health. Yeah.
Was there a point in your journey? I know you said at the beginning you weren't very consistent until the pandemic happened, but the pandemic started 5 years ago. In this 5 years, has there been a time when you fell off, and how did you come back from that? Because I feel sometimes there's a guilt when you've achieved something that's so great and then you fall off, probably because you were dealing with some more difficult things in your life. And if there hasn't been, what are some of the setbacks that you've seen on this journey, or has it all been like just rosy? What are some of the setbacks you've had?
So there's one thing is I haven't like stopped the gym for like a period of like 1 month or 2 months. Oh no, like that hasn't really happened. But then probably what could have happened is probably I'll just go and I will not exercise as I used to. But then one of the major setbacks I experienced is some of the workouts being monotonous. Like sometimes you can get bored of doing this one and the same thing every
over
time. Over and over again. Probably I'll go lift weights, and the next day it can get boring. So what helped me, or what has been helping me, is probably diversifying my workouts. So right now I do weightlifting, I cycle, like I go for cycling classes, I jog. I think tomorrow I'll be going for a run with one of my friends. So doing like several things that keeps me active. And also I dance. So because fitness, at first I thought, when you think about the gym, fitness is just about like lifting weights, but then there are other forms of exercising, and that has really helped me with the whole setback of seeing workouts as being monotonous. When you try different things at different times, you don't really get bored about it's as if you're repeating something over and over again, and just doing something that like you enjoy and what works for you, I think has really kept me like moving over the years. So switching it up sometimes has kept me consistent, and that has helped me not to fall off.
That's great. How are you able to make friends? Because for you to do things like running in groups and cycling in groups, you have to be able to make friends. You have to be able to walk up to somebody and say hi. I feel like I'm so shy when I walk into the gym. I just want to work out and leave. So how do you make friends?
So the first thing is I really love group wellness, like wellness classes. So I always go for group wellness classes, and I feel like when I go for group wellness classes, there are people who share the same interests as me. Because first of all, the most difficult part of working out is showing up. once you have really showed up at that particular place, it means the mental strength you took to wake up from your room and you go there. So when I see somebody at the wellness class, I just really know that we have the same level of like understanding. We are really into fitness, like the person really wants to make themselves better.
That's so profound.
So when I go to like these whole wellness classes, when someone is beside me, I always say, hi, my name is Faith. And also another thing about group wellness classes is the instructors to always tell us like, say hi to your neighbor or something. So when during those classes, I always like just say hi to them. Oh, my name is Faith, this. But at the gym, sometimes I watch out for people, like maybe I'll just look around if somebody is struggling with something, or probably they're trying to arrange a machine and they don't know how to do it. I'll be like, oh, can I help you? Oh, my name is Faith, and we'll just like work out together. And I think most of the girls at the gym that I've encountered, they are really so nice to me, and I'm also so nice to them, so we really vibe. So I think that's how I really like make friends at the gym. I just always, if I walk up to them or they walk up to me, or just say hi. And like for instance, the person I'm going to run with tomorrow, I met her at a cycling class, and she was just close to me, and I was like, oh, she said hi. Her name is she mentioned her name. I was like, my name is Faith, and I told her that I'm going to run around the lake, and she said she goes, like she runs as well, and that's how we became friends.
That was how you connected.
Yeah.
So we've talked about how you make friends. We've talked about how fitness affects different areas of your life, and it made me remember a time when you won Sportswoman of the Year at Ashesi. For someone who didn't start out being athletic at all, tell me about that time and how it defined your fitness journey.
Yeah, I think that was really a turning point for me, because prior to winning that award, I was working out for me, and I didn't know people were watching, and they were like they were being influenced and probably motivated by seeing me going to work out. So I remember being in class one time, and I was in class. I received an email that I've been nominated for Sportsman of the Year, and my reaction was, no, I don't think I qualify. And I told, because the chairperson of the committee was in class with me, and I told her, oh, please, I don't think I qualify, please take my name off. And my friend Jifa, shout out to Jifa.
Shout out to Jifa.
my friend Jifa gives it. She was like, Faith, no, you can't take your name off. Like, your name has to be there because you deserve it. I'm like, I don't know. I've just been working out. I've just been going to the gym. How am I athletic? How am I a Sportsman of the Year? Things like that. So she spoke to me, and she said, you don't know how many people you have influenced by your gym journey. So when we had that, when that happened, I was like, okay, but then when you are being nominated, people have to vote for you. So I was like, okay, fine, maybe I've been nominated.
But I may not win.
I may not win. Like, like we still have to go through like a whole voting process. And I was surprised when I saw people campaigning for me to win. Like, people were sending flyers here and there, oh, vote for Faith. I was so surprised, and the amount of support I received during that time, that really gave me so much courage to be like, Faith, what you're doing is actually great, and people are just being inspired, seeing you showing up for yourself. And when on the day of the award I won, and I received so many messages, people, I didn't even know that my fitness journey had really impacted so many people's lives. Like the little videos I just post on Instagram, on WhatsApp, I'll be like, do not skip Mondays. At first I started as a joke.
Vamos.
Yes, vamos. I started as a joke, but then the message. So since then, I think that also kept me grounded, because I'm like, if I've come this far, people have said I've impacted them, like they are motivated to go to the gym because of me. When I think about fitness, I think of me. That just say, okay, Faith, let me just continue going. And since then, I still continue working now, like, and I also won several awards afterwards. Like I won an award for the most consistent person at the gym. That's the strongest woman at the gym at Ashesi.
Strongest woman.
Yeah.
Muscle mommy.
Yeah, so I've also gotten and that particular award gave me so much confidence, because I started competing. Like I went for these competitions in school. So when I see any fitness activity, I'll just always show up. I'll try to organize fitness dance classes at Ashesi when I was in Ashesi and everything. So it was really a big defining moment for me. And since then, I've really been hitting the gym and fitness in general.
How are you able to prioritize fitness even when you have so many other things going on?
Yeah. They say, anyways, I'm not being toxic. They say you prioritize what matters to you better. They say if somebody does not text you, they don't. Yeah. So the way I take the gym right now, what has really kept me grounded is I'm like, if I can drink water, I can go to the gym. Yeah.
Wow.
So I've tried to incorporate the gym as a daily aspect of my life that I cannot not a gym, fitness in general, because I don't go to the gym every day.
Okay.
Sometimes I just go for a walk, and that is still like me being active.
Right.
So I just prioritize me being active. So I'm like, if I can drink water, I can be active. If I can eat, I can be active. So the way I'm able to prioritize it is like putting it as part of my a composure activity as part of my day.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how I like prioritize the gym and all those things. And the gym is just like working out, just like probably 30 minutes of your day, 1 hour of your day. Right. I can spend 2 hours scrolling on my phone. So.
That's so true, and I'm guilty of it.
Yeah, I can spend 2 hours scrolling on my phone. So I'm like, okay, fine. Let me just use these 2 hours on the treadmill. Let me use 1 hour on the treadmill. So I just ensure that I've made it as part of my day. That's how I just prioritize the gym.
You talked about the fact that you were working out and people were watching you without you even knowing. And I think that is so important because there are times when we're doing even our best and we think people don't see it, but people notice.
That's true.
People see it and it leaves an impact and it leaves a mark on them. So what would you say to somebody that is new to this whole fitness thing, is trying to figure it out, they're gym shy, and they feel insecure? What would you tell them?
First of all, those feelings are totally normal. Yeah, and if you speak to anyone who has been to the gym, they have felt that same way. They have felt intimidated. They are like, I remember there are times which I've gone to the gym when I started. There are times which I'll show up and I don't know what to do and I'll just go back to the house. Yeah, but now the thing is, what matters most is just keep showing up. There are days in which if you even feel intimidated and insecure, the fact that you woke up from your bed and you went there, that's really so much. So just keep showing up, and progress takes so much time. Like when I started like working out, it took me like 5 years and even more to even figure out what I like, to even figure out the kind of activities I love. But then I wouldn't have figured that out if I just been like, okay, I'm intimidated, I'm not going to show up. Yeah, my advice is those feelings are normal. You're not wrong for feeling that way. Just continue showing up. Wake up in the morning, show up, and truth be told, you are going to learn over time. Maybe you feel like when you go and you come back, you have not learned anything. There's a big lesson behind that, which you will be the ones to discover. So my advice is, if you're feeling insecure, you're feeling intimidated, just continue showing up, learning little things every time. Even if it's just like 5,000 step walk or a 10K step walk, that's you doing so much, and that your 1% is going to build up someday to be 100%. So don't feel bad. You're actually on the right track if you're even feeling intimidated, because if you start and you're 100% confident, then there's a problem with you. So you're totally fine.
Yeah, that's really encouraging, and I hope that that message reaches somebody that really needs to hear it. Keep showing up. Don't feel like because you don't get it now, you're never going to get it. It does get better with time. The more you practice, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
Okay, where do you see this fitness journey going? Let me say in the next 5 years, because I'm counting we're 5 years from 2020 when you became really serious, right?
True.
Yeah, we're in 2025. So where do you see Faith in 2030?
Oh my God. I don't even know what to see myself tomorrow.
Just dream. Allow yourself to dream.
Oh my God, wearing some Lululemon Gymshark and the beach.
Amen to that. Amen.
I know, I'm kidding.
That. If Lululemon ever comes across this, endorsements.
So, in 5 years, wow. In 5 years when it comes to fitness, definitely I would want to keep, like in 5 years, I see myself still being very active.
Yeah.
I still see myself like still like showing up every day, like still working, being very active. But then when it comes to like being like a gym coach or a fitness coach, that's something which I'm still to explore.
Okay.
Yeah. And also I think in 5 years I still see myself receiving fitness content from Nadine. Say, hi Faith, check out this funny fitness video.
Yeah, or me asking you what I should do to lose belly fat.
Yes, I'm telling you. She said, I'm saying, what can I do to lose belly fat in 2 weeks? I think in 5, just to cut the whole story short, I think in 5 years, I still see myself as, I'll still be very active. Please, if I'm not active in 5 years, play this video and tell me my feedback.
I'll hold you accountable. We have evidence.
Yeah, digital footprint. So in 5 years, I think I will be this active lady, and I don't know how life is going to turn out, but probably if I'm in 5 years, I might be married or might be in a community or whatever. I'll still be very active with my family, or if I'm with my friends, I'll still be very active with them. So, long story short, I'm still going to be so active and still working out and still encouraging people to show up, even if it's just like we're not so friends of mine.
Yeah. We've talked about Faith in the future, still active, still working out, whether it's with her family or her friends. What would you say to Faith in 2019 that was unsure about her health, that felt weak, that was struggling in a new country and needed to find herself? What would you say to her?
I think what I would tell her is, it gets better, and I'm so proud of her for starting and for showing up when things were falling apart. Yeah, I think that's what I'll tell Phil in 2019, that I'm really so proud of her, and also tell her that what she was scared of was the fact that her capabilities were more than she could comprehend.
Wow.
Yeah, and since her capabilities were more than she could comprehend at that time, it was totally okay where she was in her journey, and she did so well showing up for herself. That's
amazing. What I would tell her is a phrase that you use very often, and I really like. There's never an expiration date to reinventing yourself.
There's never an expiration date to reinventing yourself. Oh, thank you, Nadine.
It does work out in the end.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything comes together.
But it only works out if you show up and if you start.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not going to work out if you just stay at home without starting. You have to take that one step to start, and that will change everything.
Starting is the most important thing.
It all begins with one step. Yeah.
Journey of 1,000 miles.
Begins with one step.
So I want us to round up. But before we do, if you could only do one workout for the rest of your life, what will it be?
For me, I think I'll go with spinning.
Spinning?
Like cycling.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm someone with, I love vibes, you understand? I just want noise. I like the noise, I like the vibes and everything.
Yeah.
So if you've attended a spinning class before, you'll be like, yes, let's go, like the noise and everything. I think I would really, for now, because Nadine, things change. Things change so fast. Like last year, I was so in love with running and jogging, and funny enough, this year I've just fallen so much in love with
something.
Yes, with spinning. So I don't even know what it could. Maybe next year it could be sandbox. One never knows. But let's say one workout in which I want to do for that if I'm to choose for the
right now,
end of the year, right now it's going to be spinning.
That's amazing. Would you pick cardio or weights if you had a choice? You can only choose one. Cardio or weights?
Because of that, I think cardio. Yeah, I think I'll
Why cardio?
Spinning is cardio.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Cardio, like spinning is cardio, not weight. So since I chose spinning, obviously I'll just cardio because I'll be able to do spinning every time.
Okay. One last word from Faith. What's your go-to fitness advice?
Rely on discipline over motivation. yeah, I think discipline would always conquer motivation, because you wouldn't get motivated every time. And if you just depend on how you're feeling for that particular day, you would never accomplish anything when it comes to fitness. You never like be able to run a mile without stopping. But then if you're 100% disciplined, you'll be like, okay, I've set this goal for myself. I'm going to wake up today, I'm going to go to the gym. If you're disciplined and if you prioritize discipline, I think you're going to accomplish your goals. So my mind is going to be discipline over motivation. And also, since my name is Faith, I would also want to say something about God. Just trust God as well. Probably just put, especially if you want to start your fitness journey. At times, you feel like you can do everything on your own, but truth is you need God's grace, God's favor to accomplish any goal you set for yourself. You understand? So if you want to start your fitness journey, probably you want to start by, if you want to lose weight, just commit your fitness journey into the hands of God and let Him know that this is what you want to accomplish. He should like probably guide you in the right path so that you don't like get lost in the thousands of trends that are out there. At the end of the day, we'll still need God's wisdom and God's insights in whatever we do.
That's a really great way to end it. Commit your plans to God. Commit your fitness journey to God. There's nothing too little to pray about. There's nothing too big to pray about. You can find God in every area of your life, be it your spiritual health, your physical health, like working out, your mental health, your emotional health, or even your relationships. And with that, we will end this episode. Thank you so much, Faith, for coming on. I'll link all of her details in the description. You can take anything from this video. It's just start. That's the most difficult part of a fitness journey, starting. And once you start, motivation, consistency, whatever it is that keeps you going, it will come later on. But none of that will matter if you don't start. And like Faith will say, always remember there is never an expiration date
to reinventing yourself. Bye.